Is our HaShulchan Yeridea, Siman Chav Zayin, Siv Gimel Devav. This is supplemental day 134, I believe, of the Arukh HaShulchan Yomi cycle. Let's check that out, just to make sure. Yes, 134. Gimel. Tov Yadua. Shagoyim lo nitztav shchita. Goyim are not commanded to shecht animals. But Ibn Achai also Amir Torah, but Ibn Achai is also in the Raisa for Ibn Noach. Shazel Mishem it's Noach, 27 Noahide laws. Kim Yadina Yosh also Lagoy, Lachtok Mibhem Achash Yishka Koim Shiat Nafsha. So according to the strict letter of law, it should be that a non-Jew should not be allowed to cut a piece of meat from the animal after it's slaughtered before it expires. Because for him, shchita should make no difference. It should be even min achai. Come kasher v'chacham minebel chacham is taught us. Mechum daf lam gimel. Roitzel chacham behem akonim shetei tinafshas. Anyone that eats from animal before it expires. Tchotek besides based base of shchita, he can cut a piece of meat from the base of shchita, from the neck. Mochel yafa yafa and salt it well. Medichel yafa yafa and rinse it well. Manti lad shetei tinafshas. Wait till the animal expires. Echad goy v'echad yisrael mutarim. And both the goy and Yisrael permitted to eat from this meat. Ayin sham. The time of the shlover muchach mash'omri kodim. The reason this is clear from that which it says previously. Shum the lake immediately the Yisrael shari. There's nothing which for a Jew is permitted. The goy also and is forbidden for a goy. The Achi Amin Hashem is it says I feel man this the man this the real Acha Shchita Sakonik Munachas with the Atzmadami. He got an opinion which you saw previously that once the trachea is slaughtered, the lung is like it's set aside in a box. Like we saw in previous hearing. According to this, it would be forbidden to give to the goy from the lung of an animal. He would have to extract it because they have came in a chai. Because for him, it's even a chai since it became cut out of the animal, so to speak, before the shechita was complete. Come nevertheless mitam the lake immediately so shy goy also mutter since those are saying which is permitted for a Jew and forbidden by goy, so therefore it is permitted for the goy as well. What's the pasuk pass away as well? Mela comes out lefiza according to this. It becomes an avela by during shchita. Yisrael also that for Yisrael it's also the Yisrael can, or the goy also can't come from it at this point because it doesn't have that migo that says mutter Yisrael is mutter lo for him, because for Yisrael it can be mutter because an avail became avail during shkita. So he's now at the shechta, but then a chai chetamus. Now to eat because he now has to cut from it while it's still alive until it dies. But so little you can give him because you can't put something back in front of a blind person, as we say. An animal which is tamei, a non-kosher animal, or a kosher animal, that there's no such thing as shchita on a treif animal, and a goy shchita is meaningless. In all these cases, so the Jew would not be allowed to cut from this animal that's still alive. He give it to a goy. Also to invite the goy to eat from the intestines. But a kosher animal is permitted. It's amigo. Says mutter Jews mutter to the goy. Over tmei of an isnabu shchita, but if it's tummy became an village in shchita, also because it's going to be every minachai. In other words, to set aside something for before shchita for the goy to eat, before it dies, before it expires, for the goy to eat. It didn't become an village in shchita. Minichum made the tray from shaybar became a tray from because it has a tray from one of the other organs. But they didn't go allowed to give it to goy. After so bachil so now to eat it. Come she saws yotzim the Easter every nachai the shchita, but since we saw left the category of prohibition of every nachai by the shchita because tray for shachta is not every minachai. Melgam goy shari every time she's barred for a goy, it's also permitted on account of this reason, which should be explained. That's from the Prima God. Hey, but Rambam Zal Kasa Perktas Milachim Din Yud Beis. One writes Arukh Shulchan Zvema. So we saw as an animal. I feel sure about Shni Simai even Shech both Simoni. Kozman Shim Cheses as long as it's flailing about. Aber Bosa portion Mimena a limb or meat which separates from the animal. I assume they know they're forbidden to ben noach min nishum even achai kanashono. Quote. Buneg Gemara Fereshus. This is against the explicit Gemara of the Miko we just learned. The Kratomel of Kochach Meaderis. Or the sage of the old generation was astonished around him. Yeshu Shod Tzad Tzemag Shabema Ena Sheisro. Those who say, want to say the animal not belong to a Jew. Feels like Enochim Ba'achar Shchita. That's an father Shchita. That's the Yamshus Lema. Okay, you can't say this. Came to the Yisrael Shachta. If the Yisrael Shechli and it's a kosher animal, Mali Mabema Sheisro Ena Sheisro. There's a Mikosher Mishpat in terms of you're there. Doesn't matter who belongs to. That's the Bichodesh Tainab. Yeshish Kasav. Those righteous. The Rambam rejected this sugi from Malacha. There is a kushik shula because of some questions we're going to ask on it. It's like a Mishnah. Comes the Evshar Lomar. This also can't say the Docha is Gemara Mefureshes to reject an explicit Gemara. Masha Ein Choliba. Nobody argues on it. Vav. Ulanios daiti near. It seems to me, says Arukh HaShulchan, the Rampash Masha Amr Chazal. De'echad akum be'echad yisrael mutarim ba. That which both a goy and a Jew are mutanet. Zel b'chatichel she'isol chotchol atzma. There's a piece that the Jew cut for himself. Nistakim and Isra Eben Achai, and for him, Isra Eben Achai came off. Mutzal yitem b'chatichel zugam akh. Give this to non-Jew. This piece can't rebound. So prohibition of Eben Achai, which has already been removed from it. Therefore, the Shas is meticulous and precise in writing that the Jew cut it for himself. Also previously, the Gemara analyzes, allowed to invite a non-Jew to eat from the intestines of the animal shechted for himself. Man the Oser, he forbids it. Afil b'chai gavna. Even in this case, he prohibits it. Man the matir, but those who permit it, lohiti el b'chai gavna, he only permitted in the scenario. Where on account of a scenario where we can apply that there's nothing which is permitted for a Jew and forbidden for a goy. Kamar kemish kvar hutra chaticha lisot. The places are many permitted to a Jew. Became permitted to a Jew. You can't rebound through prohibition when you want to be mechaber to go eat from it. It's compelled to say, we found some places of things which are mutter for a Jew and also for a non-Jew. Much Kasser was saying about Tesis. Tesis right said there. Now, in terms of the halacha, so therefore it's only if the migo is actually a piece, so cut for himself. In terms of dividing a Jew, non-Jew in the intestines, he doesn't. He goes according to she who said the previous simon. It's not. Doesn't have the issue of being put in a box and separate and not part and parcel of the animal once it's so corresponding simon is shechted. Name here must be going on the lung. I mean, not necessarily, but probably going lung because the lung, even though it says me'ayim, which intestines, I can't even say that. But I was going to say going on the lung because the lung is totally in the corner, which is usually shechted first. But it could be going me'ayim, and when you shechted, and the question is, since you shechted, once you shechted the vesher before you shechted the corner, so then it should be coming up b'kufsa, and it's really the shechit does not matter it. So there should be not be mutter for a non-Jew ever because it was Eber Min Achai. Was because there's no shechita which permitted. So he doesn't write anything. He doesn't know that it's independent. It's all part of chiyus. It's a chatzi chiyus, which he spoke about last simon, even after you shechted one simon. That which he doesn't write in that also the non-Jew can eat this piece. Because he's talking about the Jews and not about non-Jews. Bracket says, we find two manifestations of Svara. It's in Hedron, the Chesed and Beis, and Tessim Rav, and Shem Tesis, Temisha Teskan Lo Views that question why this is not many inferences from one place to another place, but that's not for now, and that's it for today.